Hello there. Well, today was way more chill than yesterday. I woke up a little late. I mean, 6 p.m. No, 6 a.m. 6 a.m. And I didn't train in the morning, so yeah. But it was good because I was feeling more rested. So, same shit. I took the bus, and then like in the bus, this one was more chill. I was still like standing, but it was better. Then I got the second one, and like now it's getting more normal for me. I mean, once you understand the systems, it's it just like runs smoothly. The problem is that I found out yesterday is that in your system you rely on somebody else in a certain part of the process. So if you got your system, it doesn't matter what it is. If there's somebody else that does something, like I was saying, if there's somebody else who does something, I mean, you're fucked. Your system is a failure because it's not in your control. Like the the theme of a system is for you to have control and like have predictable outcomes. But if you don't have that, because you rely on somebody else, you're fucked. So like for me, that's fucked up because I rely on somebody else to get to the work, which is the public transportation. Sometimes shit broke. Sometimes people do stupid shit. Sometimes people don't do shit. So that's a part of it. You know. So I got there earlier, and like the, there's this girl there. I mean, she keeps staring at me, and like, of course, I'm not idiot. I know this, but I have, of course, a great grain of salt. Grain or grant? I think it's grain of salt because I'm new to the thing. So like everything that is new is interesting. So I think that is, and if it's not, if it's something else, I don't give a fuck because I can, I can just have this type of relationships, and if like one thing is, I can get attached to the job, to the people, to nothing, you know, that's like I gotta keep like daily like reminding me that this is just a season. 1 year, because for me 1 year is a lot because I'm young. I'm 20, so like 1 year is no a decent amount of time for me. But 1 year is not that much, but I feel like it is. So I gotta always reminding myself. Remember, we gotta be more remind than taught, right? So like regardless of what happens, of how I feel, what I think, what matters is the goal and how like is the goal, the outcome. Like how I'm gonna get there is not that important because you make the plan and like once you start executing the plan, you notice that the territory is not like the map. So you always gotta adjust, like do this, do that. So that's one thing, you know. But no, today we did some I did some dials just to see how it is because there's a whole process getting the documents correctly in a certain order, like check some information using some other systems like websites and other tools from other companies to check if the person's name is like all correct. There's no unpaid debt uh, into the name of the person. So that is all of that. but that's just a matter of repetition and practice. Um, but like besides that, I was more chill, you know. Like I was very sleepy still, and like and that like they were. There's the what's the name of that shit? It's not cooler. It's the thing like where you drink water. You know what I'm saying, right? Um, shit, I don't know how to say that in English, but you know, there's the thing where you what's the name of this movement? It's not shovel. Shovel? No, you scroll, but you turn, you know, and then water, right? That shit was broken. Not like it was broke, but like the water was like yellow and then we're green and like a really piece of shit. And I like that pisses me off because man, I can drink water. Fuck that shit. No, fuck that shit. I can drink water. Fuck that. But yeah, but so since I'm still, you know, understanding how it works, you know, the system, everything. That's like I get stuck. Like I'm doing something and then I always gotta ask, and I don't like doing that, but I know it's necessary because if I don't do that, I'm not gonna learn, and if I don't learn, I'm fucked. So and like sometimes when I have the opportunity, I record, you know, and then like they say once, and then I can just keep replaying that shit on my head, you know. So there's that, and what else? Uh, well, and then like during the lunch, yeah, because I'm not having lunch anymore. I mean, it's too, I don't like, man, like, it's too much, you know, like, you have to organize the whole shit, you know, no, I prefer just fasting, you know, and drink coffee the whole day. That's what I do. And, like, it's way better, you know, I don't feel sleepy after, because after you eat lunch, like, like, depending on the things you eat, and, like, the quantity, um, you get sleepy and like you doze off. And I don't like that. You know, I really don't like that because like my productivity naturally is not that good. And like if I do that, I'm fucked. So I did that. No, but still I slept, and it was good. You know, just and then I meditate and then I slept, and that was perfect. You know, I just no because like once you're meditating, like especially like you know using it, waking up like Sam Harris. Like you're, like his voice is so soothing, you know, so soothing, and you're there, and like you start to just detach from everything, and then oh fuck, that's a wonderful feeling. And like it's just 15, 20 minutes, like thankfully I have 1 hour and a half of lunch break, so that's perfect, Once I got back, the guy showed me how to do it, and like I was really skeptical about his script, but one thing that I kept in my mind is like, even though like I have experience, B2B like US market, that's one thing. What I'm doing here is completely new, and I don't know shit. So I'm a learner. I don't know shit, so I gotta act like I don't know shit, like nothing of sales. Because if I don't do that, like and think that I'm like the best of all, and like I like a lot of ego, useless ego, and I'm not gonna learn anything. So there's that. Um, but he showed me like the first call he did, like it worked. No, like and like he's because like they're cold, the leads they're giving me, but it's not that cold because some of them they already like reach out at some point along the line, along the whole path, the buyer's journey. Like they saw something, they click on something like that, and so but like that was like 1 week ago. So I called them like the script is basically, hi, this is Matt, I'm from XYZ. Um, I saw that you show some interest in our services. Uh, I was wondering uh, if you need some, but yeah. you show some interest in our services, but you didn't move forward. So I just want to know if you need some kind of help or if somebody already reached out to you. Yeah, something like that. The script. And like very brief and like he did the first time, and then it worked. The guy was like in the beginning he was very skeptical, like through the text messages, but like the way he said it like was very salesy, but like it worked. Because he was high energy. Like it's more like Jordan Belfort, like now that I'm like more straight line, and like it fucking worked. I said, fuck that shit, it's working. Fuck that, I'm gonna use it. And I called the guys, I didn't succeed, but like I did, I called what, 10 guys, not even that. Yeah, it was like 10, 11 guys. So like it's not enough. And like he said, like it doesn't matter. The only thing that I do care is if you bring sales to the table, if you bring money to the table. That's the only thing that I care. So I have the freedom to source my own leads. So I'm thinking more of B2B because it's the thing that I know and that I'm more used to. And I know how to, like I have the not a dialer, but like there's that fucking it's like a telephone. Like it's very old school shit. Like with that, I can just call the company. Like if they don't have a WhatsApp, I can still call them. So that worked perfectly. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like the idea, And then I asked, if they have some because he was saying about like referrals, Like, where did you get that lead? Referrals. And then I said, well, do you have some kind of incentive that I can use to bring referrals? And then he said, like if they bring like 3 other people, they get a 15% discount in the next month. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. And they said they were very skeptical about it. Like, man, I wouldn't do that. Like it's the way you see it, And then that's the beauty of it because like he gave me like the base, and then with that they can use my own shit. And like I'm not like I'm like besides that logistical part. Like there's a guy like basically there's a girl. She's quiet. She's kind of funny. There's the supervisor. He's a big dude, fat dude, like very funny as well. He's super what's the word? Super um charismatic. He's very charismatic. Enthusiastic. I would say. Like it's not like overwhelming. Like it's good. Like it's he's a cool guy. There's the pothead. Like he uses mushrooms and shit like that, and he's very chill. Sometimes he's kind of like I feel like he's more like cynical, but like that's like I've met these type of guys, those type of guys, and they're chill and like they don't give a fuck. They're gonna say shit for you and they don't care. And that's from what I've experienced. And then there's the other guy, that I don't know. He's the most white guy that I ever know. I mean, he's cool. He's a very I don't know, very standard. He's very I don't know. Like generic. Why? Oh fuck. Why, dude? Say some dope dad jokes. Got a girl. You know, talks about I don't know. He's very generic. He's whatever. But he's cool. But yeah. And yeah, but like I know, like I was trying to fit in again. Like especially with the pot that I had, dude. But then I realized what I was doing. I was like, oh fuck, I'm trying to fit in here, and like that's not a goal. Fuck that shit. No, I gotta keep a barrier. Gotta make this very clear for me because they don't give a fuck. No one gives a fuck about anything. That's the thing that I'm constantly coming to realize. No one gives a fuck about anything. So, like for example, when I got there, like there was the girl, right? Just me and the girl. Like, yeah, Like even though like I know there's nothing there, but it's still weird, because the person like keeps staring at you, and come on, and then like it's just you and the person. It's kind of weird, but I just ignore that. Like the the only things that I asked her was related to the work, period, period, or maybe like something like that. The guy still like some joke like, oh, what does that mean? But just that, like the small talk, very boring, professional type of shit. Because that's the far that I can go, you know. And but like once I started dieting, because I was kind of nervous, it's a new thing to me, like beta C, like old people, like it's new to like in Brazil, it's completely new to me, you know. Like, but I did some dials, I sent some audios, and I'm not used to doing that. I'm used to do the call, and that's it. But yeah, like after the 10th no attempt, like I was more chill. I was like, huh, okay, now I get it, kind of get it. But there's still a lot of volume to put in, and that's okay. And then I was supposed to have the meeting with Closer. What's his name? Ah, fuck yeah. It was Closer.io. Um, and like I'm like I got it wrong. I mistake the times. Like I thought it would be like 6 p.m. my time, but that would be 7 p.m. my time. And then try, and then I waited. Like the guy wasn't there, and then I have to use the fucking public transportation, the bus, and the bus only pass in certain periods of time, so it didn't work out. Like I got home was like 7 7:10 p.m. So yeah, but fuck it. But I got home earlier than yesterday and the day before that. Like that was kind of refreshing to me, you know. And like every day, like I'm really like analyzing the people in the bus. I feel like fuck man. And then I saw this friend, like colleague. This is like acquaintance, not even a colleague. It's an acquaintance. Like we studied in the same school where like he was friend of some colleagues of mine. And like he was just there. Same shit. I don't know what he was thinking, but working just like me. Like even though because this was something that I always like envisioned. Like work in a place like with HVAC, just sitting all day and like doing like desk desktop related shit. And I got that. I can like now I feel like bored, you know. Like fuck, but I gotta remember that in a certain time I wish I was in this position that I am right now. So I gotta be grateful for that, you know. So that was something. And what other thing that I do notice is you know, um, like there's a lot of couples, like people that they date, like I think they met like in the company, or they date before that, and like they work in the same company. And I'm like, fuck, man, this is something that I don't want for me now, because this is gonna fuck me up. And a part of me like uh, envy that, in a way. But then I noticed that that's okay as well. It happens. And but the thing that I most have actually is more like lust. You know, it's not so much like love, or maybe it is, but especially now that I'm young, it's more like lust. So just the fact that I'm aware of that, and it's something good. I'm aware that it's just lust, And like once I got home, I saw this little guy here. Look at him. Look at him. And then I was like, fucking man, this fucker was really happy of seeing me. And then I came to realize what really matters. Like what's the point of all of this for me is to fucking get out of here. Like get out of this place, these people, everyone, everything. Because that shit is not gonna take me anywhere. People, they're gonna keep doing the same shit, telling the same jokes, like reviving the same events, talking about, remember when we did X? The same shit over and over again. Fucking Christmas, New Year, you know, fuck, I forgot that one of the fucking bunny. Oh shit, I forgot. But always the same shit over and over again. And that's just the way people are. And fuck that, I can't control that. And like, I'm not gonna try it as well. Because that's just how things are. Like, it is what it is. What I can change, what I can do is change myself, me, my actions. And that just it. Besides that, there's nothing I can do. No, but like thankfully I discovered mindfulness, like Sam Harris, and like waking up and like I'm meditating, and like it's good. Like I'm really keeping my cool, like way better than I ever was able to. But it's still like it's just unnecessary. Like it's unnecessary stress that I have because of my environment, things that I can't control, and that shit bottles out to money because I don't have money to move out. No, it's always about fucking money. And sometimes I got mad because fuck man, it's money. Like it doesn't. It's just fucking money. It's fucking. You know. I know I have to make this shit. Like I'm starting to hating this shit, but I must have it. To live as a functional human being. But like fuck man, it's always about this shit, and that's it. Like we fucking do all that shit, like go to work, like work our ass off and like to make fucking money, and like people say earn money. Like I never understood that. Like I heard that like in the beginning, like I used to say that, but like once I don't know where I heard that, but like you don't earn money, like you make money, and that's it, man. Fuck it, like earn something, man. Like it's not like someone is giving to you. Like you're making this shit. And not literally. I know that, you stupid idiot. I'm talking about you have to sacrifice something. Like it's your life, it's your energy. And like it's always about fucking money. All that shit. Most of the problems, most of the divorces, you know, it's about money. Most of the tragedies, murder, like fucking awful shit is because of fucking money. Blackmail is about fucking money. People going unemployed, like it always comes down, boils down to that shit. Money, fucking money. Like and like for me, man, I don't want to be like a hostage of that shit. So I gotta break through. I gotta make so much money that I can just relax. Like in a way have more freedom and like space to do my own moves and like do my own decisions, even though I have no free will. But at least being aware of that. Like what I do believe is that most of the things were already decided, like predetermined before we were born. But there are some like small parts of it that it's not like completely determined. Like you have the power to change. You do. You have a little freedom there that you can use. And like I choose to use mine. Like even though like I still get angry, but like now I'm noticing that I'm getting angry. I'm noticing that I'm getting upset. I'm noticing that I'm getting sad. Today I got sad for no reason, like at work. I was just sad, like everyone was laughing. I was sad. I noticed that. I'm like, that's okay. No, that's okay. Like what I can allow is to let this shit fuck me, you know, like a fucking, a pattern of energy, like a feeling, emotional shit. No, fuck all my plan. Like no, I can't allow. And like it's in my power. I have the power. I can control that shit, and I won't allow that shit to happen to me. You know, I still got a lot to learn. I'm still gonna make a lot of mistakes, but I know where I'm going, and that's all that matters. And I'm not waiting for anyone because no one gives a shit. Only me. So yeah, that's just it is what it is, and I'm gonna fucking win this game. Fuck that shit. That's all that matters. What else can I do with myself? Like Daniel Playville said, like in There Will Be Blood. What else can I do with myself? What else am I gonna do? I'm a man. I'm young. I have energy. I'm smart in a way. Why not use that to make money? Fuck that shit. People only do care. Most of people only do care about what you have, not about who you are. But the thing is, how much you make. There's a lot of correlation with who you are. Of course, there's exceptions, like if you were like born in a healthy family, wealthy family. But besides that, like your ability to like manage your money and make more money, that's tell who you are. Especially if you came from a humble orange, like a humble family, like not much money, poverty. So yeah, that's it, man. I'm gonna fucking win this game. Regardless of what happens, I'm gonna fucking win. And I'm not gonna fucking give up. So yeah, man, that was it. There you go.